Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my piece of Seattle. Oh, no, wait, it's our piece of Georgia. Feels like Seattle. It has been cloudy for days, rainy, foggy, just not my type of weather. I like sunshine, dry weather. Occasional shower in the evening is okay with me. Not the abundance of moisture that we get. There's never a happy medium, you know. It's either all or nothing. So I'm trying to do something with myself, trying to figure out the projects that I can do and not have to be outside. And then I got to thinking, you know, Sherry, you have light. Oh, sorry about that. You have light in the greenhouse. Look up there. So, I am going to put myself out here for a bit. I have to do some cleaning in here. I kind of just threw everything in here when it started getting cold. And I did have peppers going in here. I had peppers growing down there. I had some tomato plants. I had lettuces, butter crunch, red romaine, and just regular romaine. And all that died. That died. My begonias died. My fern is making a comeback. Spent $5 on that at Walmart a year and a half ago. I can't believe it's still kicking. Neighbor gave me that, and I would have loved to have saved it. I'm keeping everything as is right now. I'm not cutting anything back because I want to see what grows back. Now, neighbor also gave me just a couple little sprigs of mint. I went and planted it, and it survived the freeze of December 22. This is a Meyer lemon tree that did survive as well. I couldn't keep up with the heat in here. So we will have different plans for next year, and just think, well, next year we probably won't get it, but hey, we're gonna plan anyways. But purchased this greenhouse late last summer. Maybe almost fall. But just your little Amazon greenhouse. I have some brick and some wood. We've had some pretty decent winds, and it hasn't come down. It hasn't moved. It hasn't budged. This here, I had some peppers, cucumber, some beans, and lots of tomatoes. Nothing happened. Got a few beans out of it. 0 peppers. It was those peppers that I had dug out, put into the planters, and was hoping to nurse those back. This used to be in Francis's, or the tortoise's enclosure. When I upgraded the tortoise enclosure with a larger cover, that moved out here in hopes that I would be able to save a couple things. I had just started getting a couple cherry tomatoes right as it started getting cold. So I'm hoping that this year is going to be much better than last. Because I'd like to think I'm a decent gardener, decent backyard gardener. I've run gardens most of my adult life, so had a pretty good one going about 12 years ago. Had think they were 2 by 4. Yeah, I think it was 2 foot by 4 foot raised garden beds. They could have been 6 foot. We made those. They were about 20 inches high. Had a little platform where I could sit and I could almost reach all around. Pretty good setup. And then we moved. But I'd like to get to almost that type of gardening, but not with as much stuff. It's just the two of us, so I'm gonna plant what I think we will eat and what the chickens will eat, and the tortoises. So this year's plan is some cucumbers, peppers, of course, some tomato plants, getting the tomatoes, and I think a couple lettuces from MI Gardener, so I'm still waiting for those to show up. A lot of people give pretty high reviews to MI Gardener and their level of seeds, so I'm gonna give that a shot. I did buy some cucumber seeds, and sorry, got too close. So I got some cucumbers and zucchini. I also have some seeds, my morning glories, because I love morning glories. Some people may consider those invasive. It's one of the vining things that I like, and they're easy to pull, so as long as you stay on it. I do have some bell pepper seeds here. I'm going to see what they do, and some butternut squash that I took out of some squash that we had last year. So I'm going to give those a shot. I need to reorganize this because I actually have grow lights on that. So I was going to start some of the seeds. I saved some of the containers from our meals that we get, or that we started getting. I'm going to try a little greenhouse environment out of that to see how well things germinate. But that is going off over here because I have a plug over there. So these I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put the new blueberries in there. And just organize. So what I've got here is going to move over there. Don't know. Yeah, I've got a couple of the. So I also have to clean out. It was really depressing, and I was hoping for lettuce all winter. So I may think about maybe starting some of the cucumbers here and see what they do. It's worth a shot. Maybe I'll get some cucumbers before I can actually do stuff outside. Hard telling what the weather is going to hold here, whether it's going to be below normal like last year or like last month. January was kind of rough. And then I also have these that I've bought over the years, these cups. I don't know if I'm going to buy any more of those anymore. I've got egg carton I can put some starch in. So, and I do like to keep some of the older seeds just to see what they do. I'm not out any more money if I do that. I'm just going to use regular soil. I don't like the little peat soil. I've not had much luck with that. So remember, this is how I'm going to do it. You may do things differently. Also, I have some potatoes there too. I also want to do some sweet potatoes as well. So I've got some onions I need to get planted. So And I've got some strawberry and 2 different types of blueberry. So I love my blueberries and I love strawberries. So the strawberries I'm also going to start in there as well until I figure out where to put them with a fence. So I've got plenty of places where I can do more cleaning and put stuff. These are all mainly azaleas through here. And what I did see over here is, where was it? I saw a little bit of white. So we're gonna, I think we're gonna get have some blooming soon. Hopefully it's not too soon, but let's hope they make it. Last year's azaleas were decimated by a freeze. So, hoping to have good growing season, but we'll see how that goes. So anyways, I'm gonna kind of figure out where to set you down in here and get to work. All right, I think do some of this. Some things need to move out. So one thing I didn't think about is, so I'm using the squeegee to hold up the sides so the water doesn't pool. I want to put some strips of wood through both sides to get stuff to flow down. Oh, and then here's the grow lights that I've got in here as well. Once we had the freeze, I just shut everything off. I found there was zero reason to keep up with that and any added energy costs. So we were using little cans of propane and a Mr. Heater to try to at least knock the edge off. Didn't work. I have an inquisitive puppy in here too. I have power running into here from the chicken coop and from the pole barn. Okay, now he's gonna use this. Actually, I have to take this and get the water off of the tonneau cover on the truck. Perfect. So let's give one of these a shot. So I kind of just had the lights kind of wound in there. And one thing I would really like to try to do this year is, or at least have some success with, is rosemary. I have had zero luck with rosemary. Oh, maybe I should turn it on. I also have a little ceramic bulb over here. I have everything kind of automated where I can. Oh, here we go. Here's one. I just have this just sitting in here. I've got, you know, the grow lights are several years old, so I'm not sure how effective they are, but it's at least a little something. So what I'm actually going to start up, I need a table. I may have to go at some point and get one of the little tables that we've got. I think we've got a couple down in the barn. I want to at least try some peppers. I'm going to try the peppers, the butternut squash, and I think we're going to start the zucchini. And I think I am going to do at least do a few of the cucumbers over where I had the lettuces and just see if I can at least get them going for now. Alright. Just make sure I don't trip myself. Planters of little, it's a huge terracotta. Oh, there went my glasses. Huh. Didn't even think about this. This is tall. With the height of this may keep this from pooling a little bit. Nice. I think I'm gonna break these open. I have no idea how old these are. I don't even have a garbage can in here. So let's start off with so let's do 2 peppers, 2 zucchini, 2 summer squash, pepper, zucchini, squash. Let's see. I should have enough labels. Yeah, I bought open last year. So at least get those started. Again, I'm waiting for my tomatoes to come in. I may also do a couple cucumbers in the cups too. In addition to so I'm going to start small. Alright, so I went down and got one of my little wheel carts. I usually don't use it around too much. I've got the wagons. We are on a platform, so what I can actually do is I can take one of the wagons to the edge and then I can dump this into it. Probably should start it. Actually, I have a little compost bin started. Although I don't have any air to it, so it's probably all nasty, so I'll have to dump it. I've been watching some video on doing like one of those garbage can compost, and I have a couple unused garbage cans I can use for that task. Right now, we went and bought this last fall, one of these Fisker planting things, and I like the little seed pick to it. I wonder how much of this. Checking to see the root structure on this and whether I want to pull it. That's gone. Yeah, I gave it a shot. Big fail, but I gave it a shot. But I don't think I was alone. I think a lot of folks had issues over the winter. Especially, this part of the country, nobody expects it to get to the single digits for that long a time frame. Ooh. Dirt flying with that. And I just use, I've always have some leftover pipe or whatever you want to call it. This one's in there. Oh, this is disappointing. This one had a really good root structure to it. Do a good stirring up with that. Check and see where all my shovels are at. It was a year ago yesterday when I actually started those my gardening stuff from last year. So, I had a goal. No, the word had a goal of starting this a couple weeks ago, but it was still pretty cold. We're hoping for a much milder February. Something I can do too is I used this for one of the tortoises when we first got them. And I can also put dirt in this and get things going as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 containers, large containers, that I can start things. I am going to use these, I think, for the blueberries to get those bushes going. I don't want too large of a spot for those. And again, I re-emphasize my disclaimer. This is how I'm going to do it. And every year I kind of improve on that. Last year I did things in a hurry. So, trying to figure out a much better approach to it. I also want to think about maybe a couple fruit trees as well. Looks like I was growing some fungus. I only had the aloe in here to move, and a year and a half later, and I mean, it survived a long time, and it just didn't make it through the freeze. I did get my hair done today, so it's not a bad hair day. I mentioned to the hairdresser that my hair looking great for one day. I did do a quick picture just so I can throw it on my Facebook profile or something. Oh, I see sunshine out there, and it's not fake. So with MI Gardener, I have a couple different types of sunflower and some carnations and a couple other different flowers. Once these get to a decent size, to move these somewhere. The height it's at right now is not conducive to withstanding a dog. And if I need to at some point, I can do some sort of fertilizing to it. So, one of the blueberry blends I've got is called Patriot, and the other one is Northland. Nice to see a little bit of sunshine. Not sure how long it'll last. And I may also put the strawberry up here too. One thing I do got is a little bit of heat right here. I had some jars of water here where I could start, or where I was trying to root some tomato stems, and I had roots on them, and tomatoes were growing, and then they worked. I'm not bitter at all. Actually, So the fruit trees that we're wanting to get is a couple types of apple. Husband wants to try pawpaw, and I don't know if it's because he is a pawpaw. Ooh, I wonder if I have seeds in this. This was a jalapeno. I do. I think I'm going to put the strawberry in the red planter box, or the red planter. And once this takes off, I'll be able to put it in several different places too. I do have a bin down here with some coconut fiber too, if I wish to use any of that as well. It was when we had to move Francis into the house when it was really cold, which was his emergency setup. He hated it. Every once in a while I look over and see if the battery's died or not, so sorry I keep looking over. A little bit of something on me. I have never been the one, so this is me crawling out of my shell, I guess. I've never been the one to be in front of the camera. I was always the one behind the camera. I was always the one doing the graphics or stuff like that. Back in my old work life, folks tried to get me out of my shell. What I'm going to need to do sometime is this kind of goes down at a V in here, so I may get a couple boards to lay down there so these can be flat, but these may not be out here all too very long, but we'll see what Mother Nature holds. So it is about, on average, a good 10 degrees warmer in here than it is outside. If the sun is shining, even more. These are sequoia strawberry. So these, apparently, can grow throughout the season. So we'll see if I can keep these going. Guess it all depends on how warm it gets around here. There are cooler parts of the yard. Not sure if they just gave one slip on this or if there's a several difference. Oh, looky there. Oh, quite a root structure to this. Let's dig deeper. don't think these are very dormant. These things are just ready to go. Oh, there's 10 plants in this. So I have to rethink this and separate. Helps if I read the container. I don't know if I hold on. If I do, they're pretty well in there. I'm gonna keep this like that because I don't want to kill them, and the root structure took up the entire bag that it was in, so I'm not wanting to pull those apart. What I can do is once they vine out, I can use the little daughters to then split. So a lot of my gardening stuff I've kind of collected over the years. So these guys here. I actually think I may do the peppers in these instead of the paper cups. So what I can actually do with these is I can actually fill it. Then these will be a little larger containers for when I do transplant them outside. I've done container planting before. Not really worked out well. You know what I keep forgetting? My little trusty seed thing. So new, I forget about it. I like to save some pill bottles so I have a dry place to store seeds. I actually think I have a couple of these that say bell pepper on them. I am going to need to go grab some water, and I'm actually just going to grab a bucket. So what I usually like to do is I just have a bucket of water, or a pail, and then I just fill a jar, and then I can be able to do what I want with it. I'm going to put some cucumber seeds in one of these, and then I'm going to kind of, I'm not going to seal it completely, or if I do, I have to poke holes in it, and turn it into a little greenhouse. I save these, you know, who doesn't? I'm going to try the jalapeno that I grabbing the seeds out of. But I don't want it to go to waste if I can actually grow things out of the pod. I don't know if you can see it, but I've got several seeds in this. A lot more as I open it more. So that's about what I've got for you today. I'm surprised I made it this far because when I woke up this morning I was dragging. And I was just sitting there watching videos, and I was like, you know what? I can get sunshine in the greenhouse. So I made it sunny in there, and then I started planting things, which I had to do. I mean, time's ticking, and I really wanted to do it 2 weeks ago. I think to give me the best chance, I should have done that. This thing really lights up when it's dark. You can see, you know, the glows right now, but all this area, I think we're just going to make it into some sort of a garden space, and maybe actually build a more stronger greenhouse in there. Maybe have it bigger, or we have multiples of these. You know, kind of put them together. But this year I mean, it's gonna do what I need it to, and again, there's just 2 of us here, so in means of being self-sufficient, I mean, I may can some tomatoes and freeze some peppers and, you know, that type of thing, but, you know, we barely make meals as it is. Maybe eventually we will again, but we're just at a point right now where we're enjoying not making meals. So, but here we go, and I hope you're enjoying the content out here. Again, I'm so new at this, and I think I'm getting better. But please like, share, subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks.